Yo, welcome back to another episode of Big Bro, Little Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
The Bear of Bad Mood. I be trying to think of new names every week. Hey, the Big Bad Wolf.
Okay. And we brought back Mr. Let Go.
Let that shit go.
We had to bring him back. We had a good conversation last time, so we was like, yeah, well, let's run this back. Let's spread this message. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to change some minds. You know what I'm saying? One at a time. So you make sure I like, comment, and subscribe. So go ahead and hit him with the topic today. Wait. First off, let me just ask, because I think we need to do this as black men. How y'all black men doing today? Everybody good?
Oh, okay. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure my brothers slept good.
I'm swell.
Okay.
I'm swell.
Yeah.
Good. Me as well. Now go ahead and drop a bomb.
You know what I'm saying? When I was pondering through life, I was like, man, talking to all my single brothers, outside of all my singles. And my brothers kept asking the question, what you gonna do about a mate? Then I heard a couple females say, guys are scared to commit. So
That's the narrative, eh?
I was like, I know who I need to talk to. But I need to talk to Mr. Let Go. I knew who I need to talk to.
Perfect topic.
I knew who I need to call.
Let's get it.
Who's more scared of commitment? Men or women?
1,000% women. Men actually want to commit, but women are the problematic group of people that don't want to commit.
What do you think there? The comedian?
Because I don't know. It's still hard. Like even though I know and I've heard many of women say out loud that the reasons in which they don't want to get married, all this other stuff, is usually the fear of it. They don't want to. Then I go back to my own personal life, and I'm like, there's instances in where I did not want to commit. I wasn't ready. But
we all are afraid to commit to a certain degree, but which group of people are more afraid to commit?
I'm gonna definitely say I'm gonna go with women. Got to throw y'all under the bus. Got to.
They throw themselves under the bus. They actually live under the bus.
I believe it's women, but the standpoint I'm coming from is men. The reason why most men, we don't commit, because we're scared of what we're committing to.
Like what do we get out the deal?
Yeah, what are we getting out of it?
So losing freedom?
We can go that way.
Okay.
I like this, because honestly, it's like this. Go to a dealership, right? You said you sell cars.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if I write on the dotted line that I'm going to pay some odd dollars for some odd years to get this car,
we'll do it like that.
Yeah, but what am I getting? I hope I'm not getting a limit.
Just warranties.
The warranties, you still get a limit, but now you back in the dealership every few months. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, now the warranty's going to over to see how much I would actually want to pay for this car. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like relationships. Say like you meet a woman.
So you saying we need a woman warranty? Yo.
Hey, that's the title right there.
I'm coming up with women warranties.
Hey.
I'm going to find out. Yeah.
But you got to keep your receipt. You got to keep your receipt. Hey, I'm going to let y'all know right now, this episode might get wild.
Hold on, real shit. Y'all do know a divorce comes with a restocking fee if we're going there, right? That
Tell me more.
When a woman takes half of your shit, that is the restocking fee.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just so y'all know. So go ahead. I just wanted to
because that's her restarter kit.
Yeah.
Because
and she needs it.
Because if in actuality, if y'all got divorced and you walked away from the home, I'm sorry, she walked away from the home.
Yeah.
Then she had to find a new home. Then if she walked away from the family, now she got to find new ways to help raise these kids. Because not only is she getting she was getting your time and your money before.
Yeah.
Now she's just getting your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like a TV. If you buy a TV and you say, yo, I don't want this TV back, and say you paid $2,000 for a really nice TV, right? They're going to charge you like, what, a 20% restocking fee. And you're like, yo, what? Because they can't sell it as brand new. So a woman can't
Because
sell
it's-
herself
because
as
it-
brand new
because it's used.
because she's used.
Like the late great Kevin Samuels say, we all leftovers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the leftover women who are been restocked, or the leftover men who have been restocked.
Right.
Because
And that is the problem with, just like we're talking about, going back to the women are afraid of commitment. I think a lot of these women have no sense because you are kind of like missing out on your potential.
they turn out a good deal.
Restocking fee. Because if you're just in a relationship, out of a relationship, you're getting used just like the married woman is getting used. But when a married woman gets put back on the shelf by the man, he has to pay a restocking fee. But these other women who are afraid of commitment and they just want to just be in and out of these 2-year, 6-year long relationships.
A new boyfriend every year.
Yeah, they don't get restocking fees.
Because we look at it differently. Because me personally, I'm divorced.
Yeah.
So when I look at a woman who's never been married and she's 40.
Yeah.
Like I use increments. So from 20 to 40, you probably had 4 boyfriends. Like we know you done did a whole bunch more.
Yeah,
we're just talking about for civilized women. Okay. Know what I mean?
Not none of these
They mean a new
ethnic
boyfriend every 5 years if it didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. Damn, they with these dudes for 5 years without getting married.
No, that's the
5 times in a row.
that's the
problem.
That's the problem.
These women ain't got no damn sense.
That's the problem. Like this. Every year, like every 3 years, it's a new guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then with no restocking fee.
Yeah, and also, and then they say, well, same thing with guys. Guy be 40. He done had 5 girlfriends, 2 baby mamas. Like I look at brothers like that, like, nigga, what you been doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like basically what you've been doing is you've been picking the wrong women.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe in that boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. It's like, who are you picking? You know what I mean? Like 25, I picked this chick.
Yeah.
You got to have a plan for what's going to go on until for 30. Not, okay, in 30, oh, that didn't work out. I got a baby with her. I stayed with her 5 years. It's kind of like me and a friend of mine was talking. Guys feel important by their last name, right?
Very.
If you met a guy, like one of your homeboys, y'all was just talking, he done got married 5 times in 5 years, you looking like he crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got 5 Andersons out there.
Yeah, because he got a new wife every 5 years.
And they all got the same last name. And it's kind of like, yo, because this might be crazy or whatever, and y'all are welcome to disagree, but our coochie is our last name, and we don't give our last name
To anybody.
coochie to
Anybody.
anybody. So only one woman, other than my kids, has gotten my last name. You feel me? So this is something that most of us men, because most black men have never been married. I would say,
It's like
at a certain age.
It's like I think we did it. It was like 30-something%.
I can't remember exactly.
I can't remember. It's like
So under 30 or something like that.
no, it's like 34%. I can't.
Have been married?
Have never been married.
Never been. So okay, so I wouldn't say most then, but there's a lot of men out here who have never been married, but they got kids or whatever, and you know. But the reason why is because we have standards. Women don't. Women have given virtually every single part of their existence out to virtually every man that they've ever been with. They love to say, I give my all in relationships.
How?
Well, that's stupid. And most men don't give their all in relationships because we're not stupid.
Yeah, because great example. What you just said was, I give my all. Now, you done gave this nigga before me your womb,
Your ass,
you done gave, hey,
your mouth,
he done,
your throat.
but he done did so much disgusting, out of control shit with you. But get what? Like what I said once again, you had for 20 years, you done had 4 or 5 guys. All 5 of those guys, 4 got whatever, then got the same benefits.
Yep.
Now you meet me, and you're saying, well, I'm not having sex, I'm celibate.
She's an idiot.
Then you saying, you meet me, oh, I got kids, I don't want any more. Then you meet, I'm not saying me verbatim, because I know somebody gonna say, oh. After a while, you're like, okay, What is this? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think women are afraid to commit because of everything? They would say because of the choices in guys. There are no good choices out there. What would y'all say to that?
Wrong, because most of these women, we live in Atlanta. Most of these women in Atlanta all want the same 12 niggas. Mm-hmm. Okay. They don't want the guy. They don't want the other 88.
Well, let me just add to this. What women want, nobody's ever gave a shit about. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing that nobody ever wants to talk about it. Nobody gives a damn about what women want. Mm-hmm. They don't control one sector of anything on the entire planet. Mm-hmm. So what women want, like from a demographic of women, like when you're trying to market to women, yes, you got a women demographic, men demographic, young people demographic, old people. Yes. Mm-hmm. But what a woman wants makes no difference to any man unless he's after her, which means he has to want her for her wants to actually matter. Yeah. So for just a thought process of women want, just like you said, the women want the same 12 men. Mm-hmm. Nobody gives a damn about what they want. It depends on what the 12 men want.
That's right. That's right, my boy. Because think about this. That's why all of them look the same.
Exactly. Yes.
Because they all want to attract the same 12.
Yeah.
So me being outside of the 12, if I say, well, I don't really like weave. Mm-hmm. I don't really like.
They don't care
the Instagram because they're all trying to be they're all trying to get with the 12. They're trying to be
the same type of stupid.
Yeah. They're all trying to be the 12's number one.
Yeah.
But they end up being a part of the 12.
Mm-hmm. And they get ran through by us because at some point they get tired of chasing the 12 and looking like the other women. Yes. So they end up getting ran through by us because we don't want them either.
So when they come to us, it's like this. So you mean tell me I'm getting the restock. I'm getting the used TV. But now
the broke person buys the used TV though. So the woman would be the broke person buying the used TV. So if we are the used TV, she is a broke person.
Well, let me take my hat off for this one. Well, okay then. I wouldn't even go in there, but
so we could be the used TV, but only broke people buy used TV. So what does that say about the women?
or frugal people. Like I saw this thing, right? No, like I do my research. I saw this thing. This guy said, "We're here married." It was someone I can't remember what it's on. The guy was like, "Yeah, we're here married. I'd have to take on no expensive trips or."
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the caption.
He said,
"What happened?"
They met on Hinge. Yeah. And he didn't have to like wine and dine her at no fancy restaurants. They just sat around and had good conversation.
No, and they had the same vision.
Yeah, same vision.
So they're married. And all the women was mad.
He took the Popeyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the women was mad because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Do we have the same vision?
Yes.
Are you going my way? Lenny Kravitz had a song back in the early 2000s, late 80s. I mean, late 90s. Come on, don't you want to go my way? Mm-hmm. Now I'm a grown up. Now I understand what it means.
That's all that matters.
The generation we live in, the world we live in now is women want someone to go their way. I can't be a leader and go your way. That means you're leading me that way.
Mm-hmm. And let me say this. What women have forgotten about is that women were put on this earth for us. It is in the Bible, and I'm not.
They don't read that part of the Bible. They cancel that part out.
I get you saying.
Every other part of the Bible, they will quote. They will be like, "Oh, right. He who findeth the wife." They will say everything else, but they will forget. They will forget that when man was created, then the helpmate was created.
Because they said they could. Hey, no, they don't forget it. They just misinterpret. This is the miseducation.
They misinterpret everything.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this.
Hey, but I'm saying something.
Okay.
But you and that boy Lundy, y'all play too much on here.
What do you mean? Women misinterpret everything to go towards their narrative. They misinterpret on purpose so everything that they see, hear, and experience can fit their narrative.
That's why male podcasting is so important, because the narrative.
So
they always try to change the narrative.
They have a damaged interpretation system.
Yeah, like every time they will try to change the narrative. You will be like, how did we get here? How do we get here? Now I gotta ask you this. This is my theory, and I've already discussed it on the podcast, but I just want to know your take on it. It kind of goes in with this when we was talking about it.
I know what you're going. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think that women, right, are put here to always be a man's downfall. No matter what, and this is why I say that. You can have bad women that will be a greater downfall to you, but at some point in time, a woman is a liability to you. And I only say this because going back to when, if we believe in God in the Bible, God created Adam and Eve,
And
right?
her dumb ass bit the apple.
Yes, okay, she bit the apple. But if God, the most perfect being, created a suitable mate for man, he created this woman who had failed man.
To be a downfall.
That was the downfall of man. Remember, the sin wasn't when Eve ate it. It was when Adam ate it.
So what you're saying is man is God and women is the devil?
For clickbait, that works. But what I'm saying is, women. I think that women will always be the downfall of man. Think about every show you've ever seen, every piece of anything. It's always been a man trying to save a woman, but it's always cost him something.
But also, the right woman at the right time.
But he saves the world and gets the woman, so the woman is the actual the prize because he just saved the world.
Who saved the world? Man?
The man.
Like
the man in the action movies, he's saving the world, and at the end of the movie, he gets the woman.
Hey, because she realized how great he is. All of a sudden, just like remember, Die Hard.
You gotta prove my love.
You got.
I gotta prove. Like I gotta risk my life to prove that.
Yes, we're men. We're supposed to. What are you talking about?
But that will always be our downfall.
Earn my keep.
But just think about all the stories that like the man has put his life on the line and it didn't work out well for him.
So do it again.
Yes, what I'm saying is it will always at some point in time it will cause you to be the downfall of you.
So we were talking about football earlier. And
No. Do you agree with it? It's not like it's just like do you agree with it?
Okay, let me say this. We were talking about football earlier, and I'm not getting into football. Do y'all know that football is literally just a series of 1,000 failures? The dude catches the ball, he gets tackled, he jumps up and is happy that he got the first down, but he didn't get in the end zone, and they start back over. So we as men are totally okay with failure. And if you think about if football didn't have these first down, second downs, and it was just touchdown, we wouldn't look at the shit because it would be stupid.
Well,
so we are used to failure. So men embrace failure.
Because we understand that failure builds the character.
Yes.
It's like this.
And that's why women are so dysfunctional because they want their lives to always be perfect.
They don't.
And that's why they're so dysfunctional. They actually go against God and life and just everything natural.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't believe they're supposed to fail. Everything's supposed to be perfect.
Which goes back to your point, women are the devil.
God dang.
Hey, I'm not saying that hey man.
I actually agree with you to a certain degree. The existence of a woman is congruent to.
But I also think that God and the devil is the same person though too. So there's that. They all come from the same being.
I believe there's no devil, and they just made up a devil in order to just to make life like a movie or a religion a movie or the Bible a movie. Like the good guy versus the bad guy.
Well, I'll say devil. If it exists, then I'll say if the devil exists. Yeah. I think because it all came from the same being, but you can't have good without evil. You said
if the devil exists, it would have titties. Is what you're saying.
That's a wild boy right there, Mr. Let Go right there, Mr. Let Go right there.
You said it, not me.
I'm just saying that they the downfall. I ain't saying that they was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that they creating the evils and the temptations, even though okay, I can see why you say that.
Yeah, man, but
but
go ahead.
Yeah, no. I was done. I was just
man, but it's like, man, it's just complex to me. It's like for instance, like women say, well, I don't want to be single, but I got all the stipulations on me being with someone. So it's like, okay, you don't want to be single, but you want me to do all of this stuff for you to maybe like me.
Well, the things that you saying a woman doing all this stuff, where virtually everything a woman does is self-destructive, because women need men, and that's why God put us here, and God put them here. They need us. They're connected to us. They come from our rib. So without us, they're like just random children being homeless, running around trying to figure their lives out or whatever. They're not like I said, the narrative that a woman has in her mind, which is everything is perfect, it goes against nature. Like nature itself, one animal gets killed for another animal to live. You know what I'm saying? It's failure in both. If the lion doesn't eat, he dies. If the deer gets caught, they die, right? So life is predicated off of failure.
It's a circle, yeah.
It's a circle, right? But women with this stupid ass mindset of I got to be perfect, or life's supposed to work out the way I want it to work out, is incongruent with nature. Therefore, that's why their lives are always miserable, because they act incongruent with nature. So that's the reason why they say they want a relationship, but actually sabotage every relationship they get in, because their existence, sadly, is incongruent with nature. So they're naturally, because there's a nature and then there's a nurture. So they've been nurtured to sabotage relationships by their dysfunctional mother.
Because they always think that it's another one.
Yeah.
That's why I say when women be thinking this another guy around the corner, they operating in that masculine.
Yeah.
Because it's more females than males. So how's it another one, just like the one you had, but better around the corner?
Right. Because they got vaginas and they think every man wants their vagina, but they don't have enough common sense to realize that a man that wants your vagina doesn't mean a man that wants to marry you. Because women say it all the time. Y'all act like y'all don't want this, but y'all like their pictures. Me liking a woman's picture has nothing to do with me wanting to marry the damn woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have that level of common sense, apparently, to delineate a like versus a damn ring.
Yeah, I saw you say that to Brittany.
It's stupid.
So do you think society has cultivated this, or is this the nature of women?
It's nature versus nurture. We were all like animals and whatever until we've been nurtured, and nurture whatever we've been nurtured to do, we now do, instead of going natural. Because overall, men in particular are more effeminate, more emotional, more stupid, right? Because we've been nurtured by the same people that the women were nurtured by, which is single mothers.
But his crazy thing,
none of us have daddies.
But hold on, his crazy thing. When you say that, it's like, so do you believe that the women have taught their sons to be feminine and taught their daughters to be masculine?
Yes.
That's why you got all these little hard ass little girls out here, and all these soft ass little boys out here.
If a woman, if a single mother has a boy and a girl, she will literally operate directly from the Willie Lynch teachings. And the Willie Lynch letter in the book says that a woman will go against her natural nature due to how she was nurtured by the slave owner, which she still is nurtured by the slave owner to this day, because black churches are paid by the government or incentivized by the government in order to keep the Willie Lynch letter going, and the majority of people that are in black churches are women, usually the older women. So you got Big Mama learning the Willie Lynch letter teachings subtly from the black church, and she comes into the family. That's why most black families are ran the exact same way. Virtually every black family is ran exactly the same way.
Break that down.
It's meant,
Break that down.
Okay. So, because I'll easily say that the typical black family is ran like a cult. So the cult leader,
that is true.
The cult leader is either Big Mama, Yo Mama, or the mama's sister, right? So these three women work together in order to keep everybody thinking the same. All right. So everybody in a black family has different households, right? You know, grandmama is with whatever, and you know, and the whole point of all of this, going to this whole thought process of women not wanting to settle down, is because women learn at a young age in these black families that you don't need a man because their mom can't get a man. So their mother nurtured her to go against her nature from the Willie Lynch teachings in order for her to stay single and only have children, but not a husband. So the mother who was not able to find a man, and the auntie that was not able to find a man, and the grandmother who was not able to find a man can come live with the daughter when she gets grown. Yeah, so they all live in the house with each other. So since mom can't get a man, she's like, all right, I already know my badass attitude. I'm fat. Like, nobody's gonna want me, right? So, you know, women, the typical black woman, the older she gets fat. But it is what it is.
But is you and Lonnie friends?
Hey, man.
Cause that's Lonnie's favorite line. What's your favorite line?
These hoes fat.
These hoes fat. So the bottom line is, she knows that, yo, I'm getting older. So I'm old, fat, and I got a bad attitude, right? If I couldn't find a man in the last 20 years, or keep a man in the last 20 years, I sure ain't gonna be able to keep a man in my last 20 years, right? I got to do something. So you start looking at your kids, because we talk about raising your kids in certain ways, right? You raise your son to be effeminate, so women won't want him. And then you raise your daughter to be masculine, so men won't want her. So now, most likely, if you have, say, 2 boys and a daughter, one of them may get married, but the 2 of them will most likely be single. And now you have a choice to go live with your son or live with your daughter, depending on which one you get along with. This.
Or if your daughter have a husband, she gonna fight her husband for her mama to come stay there.
Well, that's not gonna happen because no husband is gonna let their mama come live with them.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, I think
mother-in-law stay with all the time.
Yeah, I don't think we got as many men that's like putting their foot down. Like,
no, but his crazy thing
in
is
black households, the mama lives with the
mother. No, her mother lives with the family. Yeah,
now white people started a mother-in-law suite.
No,
because that used to be in the cartoons all the time. The mother-in-law suite.
because grandfather died because her husband dies or something, okay. and so now the mother-in-law is there to help take care of the kids while the father and the mother works, per se. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But in a black home, it's the same way. But it be just like the conversation I had with Lonnie. I probably think I had with you too. I said, think about your friends. Mm-hmm. When you ask your friends who built the house more, their parents or their in-laws, they're gonna say their in-laws. Who built your house more, your sister and brother or her sister and brother? They're gonna say her sister and brother. You know what I mean? Because they come along with her. You know what I mean?
Because, like I said, the black families ran by a cult. Like a cult.
But that's what I'm saying. Because, perfect example, it's like, remember in the Bible they said a thing when men put childish things away. He spoke like a child, now became. Yeah. See, to your point,
women are children. Therefore, they never put childish things away.
Yeah, but they saying to us, we should put child. Hanging out with you is childish. Mm-hmm. Being with my mother and father are childish. Mm-hmm. Taking care of my brother and sister is childish. Yeah. Having my friends are childish. Yeah. But being with you make me a man. Yeah. Taking care of you and your kids and everything you got going on makes me a man. Yeah. Taking care of paying all these bills and not getting nothing in return makes me a man. Mm. So, and that's why men be like, why am I commit? I don't want to commit because if I got to get rid of all the stuff I love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the thing that is important for us men to pay attention to, going right along with what you're saying, is we are not the same. So we are supposed to do what you just said because we are men. So we are supposed to put away childish things, and women aren't supposed to put away childish things because they're not men. They are the children of our nation overall. You know, if there's a ship that's sinking or whatever, they're gonna say women and children first. Yeah, they're not gonna say men. The men stay on the boat, figure shit out, or die with a boat. Because your job is to provide and protect them. Yes. So I understand you saying in figured is like not children, but your job is your job is to be not under me, but you're under my guidance. That's why you get my last name. Yeah. Everything's under my guidance in this house. But to the thing about the commitment,
a lot of guys don't want to be married because now you marry a woman, you got a girl, you got a kid, and you married her. Everybody got different last names in the house, so everybody got different goddesses in the house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
different
like
legacies in the house.
That too.
And that's why our legacies are so screwed up because there's no man manning the legacy steering wheel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why women don't necessarily want to settle down in comparison to men. Men want a legacy. We just don't want no goofy ass woman.
We just don't want
to take our kids from us after we, did all this stuff. So we turn around and build a ship, and here comes a woman trying to sink the damn ship.
Yeah, because it's not about her.
It doesn't supposed to be about her, but they make it about them.
That's the point.
Right.
It's like this. It's like.
So what do y'all say to the women who say that men can't commit? They don't want one woman. They
Man, let me tell you something.
That whole narrative. What do y'all say to that?
Let me tell you something. If you can find the bare necessities in one woman, like she's fit, feminine.
That's
you know
a modern woman calling me. Sorry. It's a modern woman calling me. Sorry.
She's fit, feminine, friendly. You know what I mean? She's kind. She cooks. She nurtures. She loves on you.
She's gotten therapy.
She ain't got too many bodies.
They think that therapy is them not having sex. That's what they think therapy is. I'm working on myself.
I'm working myself.
I'm not having sex. That's what they think therapy is.
You're right.
But I just hear that narrative all the time. It's always this like men can't commit. When they get a woman, they want another woman, or they constantly cheating.
It's
and all
because
that.
we actually have standards, and the woman that we're dating doesn't fit those standards, and then the woman has to go back out to the streets, and her way of confirming her own reality of it's not me, it's him. Is narrative. He don't want to commit. But if that particular woman, which she did not, was to actually listen to that man, she would have known or seen or paid attention to the fact that there was a lot of problems in that relationship that she never addressed. Yeah. So we don't sit around and say, "Oh, you keep messing up. I'm just going to stay with you and keep complaining." No, we're going to say something 2, maybe 3 times, and if not, we either going to cheat on you or leave you.
Yeah, but God,
I don't think guys leave. I think definitely the cheating.
We do.
I think we.
No, you know why we don't? We don't leave because we actually like you. You're just not the whole.
Well,
package.
we cheat. We cheat because we want you to leave us. So we cheat because we don't want to be there no more. But the woman, her dumb ass still stays.
I agree.
She stays, and we like, damn, I can't get rid of this woman.
Hey, I agree. But a lot of us really like say if you dating Tamika, and Tamika got 2 of the 5 things you like. I still like your 2 things. I'm just still missing the other 3. So here's the thing. I don't want to dismiss you because what happens is going back to the 20 years, 5, 6 girlfriends. We don't want a new girlfriend every year. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, unconsciously, we just be like this. We meet another chick. We try to see if she got at least 3 of the things. But we do it wrong because we don't cut it off.
I disagree.
What you mean?
We don't get a side chick because we want a better woman than our woman. We just want a side chick because our woman don't want to shut the hell up.
No,
and it's just a coping mechanism.
No.
See, we deal with the problems of our relationships in some type of way. We go to the gym. We hang out with our boys. We go to the strip club. We get a chick on the side. We drink. We smoke weed because the woman is driving us crazy.
I agree with you.
We don't want another woman.
I agree with you.
It's a coping mechanism. Not another woman like, oh, I got 2 women.
No. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you get the other woman to make you feel good. I mean, because you want 2 women. Yeah. The other person, quote unquote, because we're dealing with our emotions, because we're emotional. Yeah. Make our emotions feel good, which I'm not saying. I'm not saying that that's right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying having 2 and 3 aren't right. It's just you're trying to have 3 in 1.
We're trying to combine
You're trying to combine.
If we're trying to get these.
So that's the thing I disagree with. We don't care. We don't have a lot of needs and all this other shit. We don't have a list of things.
But you got 5 things you need from a woman. Like you need 5. I don't. If shut the hell up, have some sex, be feminine, and work out. Or 5, you meet one girl, she can shut the hell up, but she don't motherfucking work out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't want the woman to okay, let's look at the woman don't shut the hell up, like, right? But she does all the other things. And you get with another woman that shuts the hell up.
But she don't do none of the things.
She's not we're not dealing with the side chick because she shuts the hell up. We're dealing the side chick because the other woman won't shut the hell up. And the reason why is it's stressful when she don't want to shut the hell up. So it's like smoking weed or drinking. We don't drink because we like drinking. We don't do these things because we like them. We do these things to get away from the woman that don't want to shut the hell up. And we're just choosing something to just get away from the woman.
But we
don't want the other woman.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was saying the same thing. I'm not saying we want 5.
Yeah, that's stressful.
Guys don't want 5. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I want 2.
We're not.
I kind of want 2 also, but I'm okay with 1.
Yes.
And I heard that men cheat because they want variety.
I don't think so.
We don't want. We know.
I know I do.
It's too simple to have variety. That shit is annoying.
We like what we like. It's like this. If you're a cool motherfucker and you do the things that particularly I care for, we all right.
No, I want variety. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You don't like thick girls and skinny girls? That's why I want my 2.
No. I like to look at thick girls like porn, whatever, but I don't want to. I don't like thick girls.
I like both of them
because I don't like. I'm sorry, this might be hurtful, but I don't like the wide backs. Chicks, when you hit
they look like Miss Trenchable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Matilda.
So when you got a thick girl, you hit her from the back, like she got a wide back, and I don't like wide backs. That shit don't look right to me. So.
Hey man, get me out of here.
You say you prefer the slim.
Get me out of here.
Hey man,
get me out of here.
Man, I'm just
boy, get me gone. Please.
I just know I ain't gotta say this for the record. As soon as I blow up, they gonna pull out all these videos, all the clips. They gonna be like, oh, he's a menace. He doesn't value women. He doesn't like his mother. Like they gonna go crazy on me. I already know that. But they gonna go say everything. Oh, hey, let me ask y'all that something though. With that,
I never
with the
paid
whole,
attention
I don't
to
like
my
that
mom's
mama
back, but my mom did not have a wide back because she was petite. So I'm assuming she didn't have a wide back.
She was not.
I never
fat
seen her back
like y'all other hoes. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Get me out of here.
My mom was
but no. So you know how like Kodak, he was saying he don't like dark skinned girls, right? He don't like, that's disgusting to him. You got other basketball players who saying that like what they come from, they don't like. This has been in the media for time and time again. Now my theory on this is because of their upbringing from their mother, and they had such a traumatic time with this
angry
colored woman,
Yeah.
this whatever that they don't like. That's why they shy away from it. Do you think it's that, or do you think it's because of we think of international beauty, the light skinned woman and stuff?
Nurturing also, because we're nurtured also, and we're nurtured to like fairer skinned women. You know what I mean? So I just think
I don't think men are nurtured.
We naturally,
I don't think men are
we're
nurtured.
naturally, if that makes sense, liking what we see on TV for the last, all our lives, which was the light skinned girls, and all the Nelly videos back in the day. All the girls was light skinned. So we start liking what we see on TV, and then we start looking at porn, and we go after the light-skinned girls. Pinky was light-skinned. Cherokee was light-skinned. The majority of the chicks.
Melrose Fox.
You know what I'm saying? Melrose Fox. You know what I'm saying? They were all light-skinned. Some of the B-rated ones, they was light-skinned.
Well, I'm fairly different because my mother's like this color, and the majority of the women I've dated in my lifetime. Yeah, well, all dark skin.
Okay,
so I'm fairly different.
So you like the opposite of what your mother was?
Yes, but I don't have a preference like skin. Yeah, to me, it's an attitude. To me, it's a spirit.
The attitude, and this is an actual thing. This is not my opinion. Somewhat my opinion because it's not official. But the darker skinned the woman is, the different her attitude is going to be different. Why? Because a lot of women, I could say most women, have been treated differently because they were dark skinned. So because of that, they now have some type of a negative disposition as an adult.
More of a wall up,
dark skinned woman.
Can I say
so
something?
Her attitude is naturally different because of how she was treated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying dark skinned girls.
So she's shitty towards everybody else. So she's shitty towards
their
people?
attitudes could most likely be a little different, and they can have a negative disposition towards life, men, and other women because she's dark skinned. And this isn't because it's our preference; it's because of how they were treated when they were young. I got a dark skinned daughter and a light skinned daughter, and I was able to see it.
Like, see how they got treated.
How, oh, she's so this, and I've seen it. Mm-hmm. She's so this, and then my other daughter be sitting there too, like, fuck, you know what I'm saying?
So how do you combat that? Just this is me asking and curious.
Well, the way you combat this, ladies, is to get married or require marriage before having a dark skinned daughter, and they can have a dad that will love them and treat them equally and make them feel pretty. Single mothers.
But you talking that talk. They don't like that. They don't like that.
So to combat that is to provide the dark skinned girl, light skinned girl, all of your kids or whatever, boys, girl, whatever, with a dad, with a father, with a man that you're married to, ladies. Married. And it goes back to why women or who wants to commit the most. And I'll say men, and the reason why another reason why I don't think women believe that they can actually get married. And now I don't think, because women see themselves every day and they don't like themselves, don't love themselves. And some women actually hate themselves. So they look at themselves and say, ain't nobody gonna deal with this. And then they be on social media talking about, I need a man that can handle me, because they know they're a problem.
Baby girl, God couldn't handle you.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So they don't believe that somebody would actually want to be with them, and put a man in front of them that says they want to be with them. She gonna be like, why? Why me? Well, he must be up to something. He must be gay. He must be this. He must be that. He must finna use me. He must want me for this and that. They literally don't believe a man when he literally says, I want to be with you, I want to marry you, because they don't want to be or marry themselves.
So self-sabotage kind of?
Yeah, self-sabotage. Yeah, women self-sabotage relationships. Men don't. We just either aren't ready to get married, aren't ready to settle down, still hoes. So got a bad habit, but we don't self-sabotage shit like women do.
So why do you feel like men aren't ready to get married?
Overall, men don't necessarily want to get married. We want to get married, but it's both groups don't want to get married, and both groups do want to get married. I think more women don't want to get married. So I'm not gonna be talking out of two sides of my neck, saying you just said men want to get married more. No, it's groups of men that want to get married, but there's groups of men that don't want to get married. So the men that don't want to get married,
they don't see the benefit in it.
They don't see the benefit in it, or they operate out of fear. See, I don't operate out of fear. If my next marriage don't work out, she can take half my shit. I'm okay with it. I ain't got time. I just gonna make some more money. But most men don't believe enough in themselves or their future, where they'll say, okay, what if she takes half my shit? What if she does this? What if she doesn't? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they worry about shit they ain't even got.
Like women.
Yeah.
Goes back to women raised
bodies,
single mothers.
Yeah.
Men are operating in fear because they were taught to fear by their single mother.
Yeah, the more I live, I understand that. Yeah. So let me ask you this: what can men do in the state of today? We see that dating is terrible across the board,
dating
right?
So terrible, though.
What can men do though?
Dating isn't bad.
It's not bad.
That's why you see
your intention is bad.
Like I tell people all the time, a like-minded dater. For instance, if you know you like certain stuff, look, Miss Mama, I can hang out with you. I like kicking it with you. I enjoy our time, but I'm not trying to be.
I don't want to be with you.
I ain't trying to be your man.
That don't never work.
No,
it always works. They always say, okay, what do you mean?
No.
And then they try to convince you that they are the one.
But
they try to be something that
you.
They try to be something that they are not.
Exactly, which is advantageous to us. They give us more ass to make them like. What are we getting bad out of this?
But the thing about that is usually it's just an act for a little while.
Who cares?
It's an act that can't be put up with.
Like this,
but we don't want to be with them anyway. So who cares what it is?
Yeah, but I think it still damages you, and it still like causes.
No,
it causes a lot of shit that you shouldn't deal with. If that makes sense.
No, but here's the problem: if you know in the first 60 days. That what she is, you just gotta watch who she is.
Yeah.
The problem with guys is we don't pay attention to anything.
Right.
We be so focused on our shit. It's like this. You gotta focus if she about you or if she about what comes with you. You know what I'm saying? Do a trial run. Like what the guys like the thing we talking about. Hey, say we ain't going to no good restaurants for the next 3 months. And she say, shit, what we cooking? You know, you got you something. You say, well, we ain't going on no trips this whole year. We trying to save some money. She say, shit, what we over the bank account at? You know, you got you one. The problem with us is, what he was saying was, we meet a girl, we trying to convince her that we're a good choice.
Or we're trying to convince her that we don't want her.
That we don't want her.
Instead of just not wanting her. So as a woman trying to convince the woman, yo, I don't want to be with you. And she's like, yes, you do, because of what we did last night. And instead of him saying, okay, I don't care, he's gonna be like, no, I don't want you for real. And then they have this subliminal argument, and it turns into passion. And now they bonded with each other because of this passion.
Over the dysfunction.
Disassociation is a dysfunctional disassociation of I don't want you. Yes, you do.
And it's like this, and it's okay to I like spending time with you, but as men being the leaders, being the head of households or whatever case, however you want to call it, you got to walk in the door and say, hey, this is what I am, this is what I want, and this is what I want from you.
Right. And if you can't give me
and
that,
if you can't correlate to that, you going about your business. Because I promise you, what you've been doing before this ain't better than this. If that was the case, you wouldn't be here.
And that is a why I don't want you. And most men don't articulate to the woman that they're dealing with why he doesn't want her. I've told a woman why I don't want her, and she understood it.
What were some of the reasons? Just
Refused to move to Atlanta, her job, or lifestyle, some things like that. How she portrays herself on social media or whatever. I'll tell a woman straight up like, yo, I like you, you straight or whatever,
cool,
but this will never turn into nothing because of this.
Then if they stop doing it, to your point, that's what you're saying. If they stop doing it, are they stop doing it because they're trying to get me, or they stop doing it because they see this ain't working? Get what I'm saying?
See, if they stop doing it, I will look at her and say, yo, I see that you're growing and I'm making you into a better person. So just understand that this relationship between me and you still ain't going to go nowhere, but you are growing into a better woman. So after me, somebody most likely is going to want you due to my effect on you. So we should keep fucking without commitment because I'm making you better. So you're getting something out of this and I'm getting something out of this. So never leave me or me leave you and saying, it was a toxic relationship. No, because you're a better woman because you're giving me ass. So keep giving me ass. And whenever you get back out there, you're going to be a better woman. But we ain't never going to be together. So understand what the transaction is.
That boy
Good
said,
luck,
we ain't never going to be together.
It's a good luck, Chuck.
Ooh, that boy said,
Hey,
we.
let me keep getting that pussy up off you.
Right.
I'm gonna need
And
that.
I'll keep helping you grow and tell you why I don't want you so you can change into a marriageable woman. Because the more you're around me, you're going to see what a man like me wants. So it's transactional and it's advantageous to you.
I don't think that.
This is what I do.
I see the point in that, and I think that's wise. She's gaining something, but I don't think that majority of men are actually bettering women's lives.
And that is the problem.
That's the problem.
And it goes back to the choices of women.
Or the women's choices of men.
I think it goes back to how the men were raised.
No.
Well, no. Let me tell you something. There's an economy in everything, right? Just like the interest rates went up, people stopped buying houses. And next thing you know, the price of houses are going to go down. So this everything is an economy, sexual economy, relationship economy, all this stuff, women, men, all this stuff. So all women have to do, and women, you could do this, I don't care. All women have to do is stop giving losers pussy on one end, right? And all men have to do is stop having sex with fat women. And both groups of people will literally change their ways. The women will stop being overweight and thinking that anybody's going to come get it. And then dudes will stop being stupid, abusive, broke, and argumentative and, acting like women, and because they ain't going to get no ass. So both groups of people will stop getting affection and intimacy and sex from the opposite sex. And they will literally start becoming better people. Life is really simple.
Yeah.
We as humans make it
We
complicated.
keep having sex with unwanted or, somewhat physically or emotionally degenerate people.
And the thing is, if you guys are both at a point in your lives is, hey, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm dating you, I'm spending time with you, vice versa. We chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool too. But you got to know that from the day one. You know what I'm saying? The problem with a lot of us is we be boyfriend, girlfriend, then, now I just want to chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem
Yeah.
too. It's like them walking the door, hey, look, I'm just chilling right now. It ain't about me not wanting you. It's more about me enjoying me.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I say that a lot. I say that that's how I am. That's where I am. Because I'm not saying I'm not in a relationship or anything. I say I just like enjoying me. That don't mean I'm outside with a whole bunch of women, because I'm not.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm dating every night, because I'm not. You know what I mean? That don't mean I even want to do that. Because, like I said before, a couple podcasts preview. In these last 10 years, I spent a long time in my life trying to do something, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Being married, XYZ. Now, on this side of life, I look at life totally different. Because now I'm trying to look for what 50 going to look like. What 55 going to look like.
Yeah.
And so people are like, you need your woman with you. Until I understand what this train going to look like,
You gotta wait.
I got to wait.
Facts.
And I may not never get married again, but if I have a life partner or a friend for the rest of my life, she has to understand where I'm trying to go to.
Yeah. That's
Like
a
this.
fact.
But I have to be a man enough to convey this to her. Like, this is what I got going on. This is where I'm trying to go. That's the problem most guys don't. Most guys sit here, they want to lie for some ass.
Because they haven't found their purpose.
Because they ain't found their purpose.
See, a man can't necessarily have standards and requirements until he's found his purpose. Like where I am now, and in the last 5 years, I don't or didn't sleep with wig wearers. If you wear wigs all the time, I don't want to have sex with you. That's my standards and requirements. Did I sleep with chicks who wore wigs or whatever before that? Yeah, because my standards were low. So once you become a more understanding person of your own worth and value and decisions, you'll start making better decisions. So I have requirements. I have plenty of requirements and standards, and I have women that I've dated before and now that live up to those standards and requirements. So until you find your purpose, you're going to sleep with any type of chick, and a chick is going to sleep with any kind of dude.
When do y'all think y'all discovered them standards and enforced them standards?
Man.
Like, around what age would you say?
Hey, it's not it's not an age
Or
thing.
a point in life, I guess.
It's not the age thing. I remember when I got divorced, man, probably like 2013. Separated 2013, 14, got divorced in 15. I started looking at life how it was. Like, I ain't never had a problem talking to women. Even when I was wearing pro wings. Like, I wore pro. You don't know what pro wings are.
You tell me about them, but
You don't know what pro wings are, bro?
I'm not old enough.
Oh, man.
Even when I was wearing pro wings and I didn't have no haircut, I still had girls in front of my mama's house fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never had a problem trying to talk to no women. But as I gotten older, it went from a whole bunch of them to the quality
Yeah.
and how somebody make me feel.
So once was quantity, and then it was
First it was quantity. School, I was showing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I didn't buy a girl a drink at a club until I was 30. And I was married then. I didn't even buy a girl a drink per se. I was just getting a drink. And I said, yeah, thank you for letting me get in. Let me get you one.
Yeah.
I've never been one of those guys. I ain't never been no serial dater. Hey, I'm dating you. Let me take you here. Let me take you to all the rest. So now where I am now in life, I like to sit home and cook. I like to chill. I like to do all this. So when I even if I meet a woman, hey baby, I'm not doing all of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mind you, you've been dating all of that and it still hasn't worked. Mm-hmm. So maybe you should try something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they looking at me like, hey, maybe you should try something different. And I'm like, nah, cause if I try what you doing, I'm gonna look past you.
And she's leading you.
And she leading me.
Right.
The thing is, as a man, I'm just all hypotheticals. As a man, I'm supposed to be leading the situation. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, God put it all on me. Well, he said you don't like wide backs. The wide backs for a man is built for shoulders.
There you go. We have the wide backs, ladies. Not y'all.
Mr. Trimps. I would say I would say recently in my 30s, that's when I kind of started understanding the standards.
That's about
and
right.
Raising the quality, thinking about more quality instead of quantity.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if y'all had a particular time in which y'all remember it switched from this to that. So I was just
I switched when I just started working on my career now, is what I do now. Mm-hmm. And because I totally just left my job and started driving Uber. Mm-hmm. I was like, because I wanted, and the reason why I did that is because I started being around other entrepreneurs, mm-hmm. and they were traveling and doing this. It'd be an event here, and I'm always at the dealership.
They was everywhere.
And I'm missing, and most of these events were going on Saturday. And that is the day I got to be at work all day Saturday. Mm-hmm. So I literally made a decision and said, I don't want a job, but I ain't making money in what I do no more. I'm just going to drive Uber. And I was just busting my ass for Uber. And I actually busted my ass so much, I was making close to 6 figures around for Uber. Mm-hmm. And I was doing other things, and it put me in a position where I was able to go to this meeting. I was able to go to this Zoom call. I was able to go to this event. I was able to travel with this person. I was able to travel with that person. Shout out to David Shands, Sleepless for Suckers.
Oh yeah, shout out to him.
And shout out to E.T. Shout out to Kendall Ficklin. So these people, I was able to really be around instead of just being at work all the time. Mm-hmm. I was broke as hell though, right? Because I was like, regardless of what you do, you got to make money, you know? Mm-hmm. So people be like, oh, you always had money. It was a point when Nelly was broke. It was a point where 50 Cent was broke after Vitamin Water.
Shout out to Shanti.
I'm
sorry, that was petty. That was
a point where T-Pain went broke. I'm talking about all these people was broke after they were millionaires.
Yeah.
So shit goes up and down as an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So the time, I actually stayed away from women because one, who wants to deal with a middle-aged Uber driver?
I mean, you can't slay no broke dick.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, you know what?
That's when y'all say y'all had the most hoes.
I'm taking it back.
Because you had the most hoes. A woman on a Saturday night when your job is an Uber driver and you out here hustling and you got to be out here driving instead of being up on no woman. So I pulled away from women altogether. And that was when I actually learned my purpose. And I'm like, yo, I want this so bad. I'm willing to give up the luxuries of, selling. I made good money selling cars, but I didn't want to do that. So when you get to the point in your life where you say, I want to give up this cushy, comfortable situation in order to get out here and fail, like we was talking about how men enjoy failing, because it builds character. Mm-hmm. I jumped out in the deep water and started failing left and right. Credit got bad, all that shit. But guess what? I'm now Mr. Let Go, and I'm thankful for taking them 2.5 years away from women.
Because you had to let that bullshit go.
Yeah, I had to let the bullshit go.
No, fair enough.
So that's when I started gaining my standards and everything, because now, shit, I deserve it.
Fair enough. I mean, I can't argue with it. Hey, I'm just hoping that y'all watching this podcast, that y'all will understand the importance of being on your square, like we always say, being on your purpose, and then finding somebody. Because I just know that every relationship I had before I knew my purpose, it was destined to fail. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that.
And it wasn't because of them. It was because of you.
Facts. Yep. My relationships didn't work out because of me.
Yep. Yep.
So that's why I get so we're wrapping up. That's why I hate when I hear guys say stuff like, "Oh man, these women." Sometimes it just be you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like this when you ain't on your.
It just be you, big dog.
My dog.
Yep.
It just be you.
My dog. It's you, dog. It's okay.
And let me say this before we go. Ladies, like I said earlier, like we was talking about earlier, you were put on this earth for us. You are a helpmeet, whatever you want to call it, right? We are not here to help you do shit. You are here to help us do something, okay? So when y'all be like, you got to come into my life, no. You come into our lives. You ain't got no life until you meet the man that is going to change your life.
Because I supposed to correct. You supposed to come into my life, and we supposed to create life.
Yes.
So we're supposed to create your life.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why women ain't got no life. Even if you got kids, you ain't got no family. That's not a family. You and a kid is not a damn family. That's a broken family, meaning
No. That's the truth.
it's a broken family.
Hey.
So that means it's not a family, it's a broken family. So overall, you don't have a life until you meet your damn husband. So y'all sit y'all asses down somewhere and stop running around, act like you're a boss and act like you got all this
want
stuff.
to be in the club,
and
shaking
man,
ass with the bottle service. What you
right.
talking about,
and a man
They want to
talking
be
about,
outside.
I want you to come into my life, because that's not how it works. You come into a man's life.
Hey, man, they want to be outside. But, hey, that's another good conversation. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoying the conversation, as we always say. I thoroughly enjoy just having, I think we as men, we need this more. You know what I'm saying? Just having a real conversation and not being like, oh, we can't say this because women going to, man.
I don't give a shit.
I got to wait. Watch out, man. Watch out. So, hey, man, I appreciate you for coming on again. As always,
man.
Mr. Let Go.
Mr. Let Go came. Hey, Mr. Let Go came and let that thing go.
Yep. Link in the description down below if y'all want to check out some of his videos. Check out some of his videos. The link is down there. But hey, man, Mr. Let Go. I'm comedian Lonnie.
You know who it is. Flash out.
Peace.